Hollywood has spent nearly 50 years trying to reboot Logan's Run. Personally, I think they're overthinking it. Let's get into it. What happens when you take a top-tier 70s sci-fi concept, add network interference, and throw in aliens, time travel, a haunted house, and devil-worshipping ghosts? You get Logan's Run, the TV series. This should have been a dystopian masterpiece. Instead, it just became another masterclass in watching nonsense unfold. Now that we've covered Space 1999 and UFO, it's only fair we look at another forgotten piece of 70s sci-fi, and this one hurts. Because unlike most terrible shows, Logan's Run actually had everything going for it. A brilliant premise, a successful movie, a decent cast, even some excellent sci-fi writers. So, what happened? The original concept is fantastic. Humanity lives inside a massive domed city. Everything appears perfect, nobody goes hungry, nobody struggles, everyone is young, healthy, and crime is practically non-existent. But there's one small catch. When you turn 30, you report to the carousel. You're told you'll be renewed, except you aren't. You're executed. Anyone who refuses to die becomes a runner, and elite police officers, known as Sandmen, hunt them down. It's simple, it's easy to understand, it's immediately interesting. It is a totalitarian police state wrapped inside a beautiful paradise, and that is a brilliant setup. The TV series should have expanded that world. Instead, it immediately started changing things. Characters lost crucial pieces of their original lore, the rules got sloppy, the mystery got weak, and then the network decided audiences couldn't handle an ongoing story. So, instead of one desperate journey towards sanctuary, it became the adventure of the week. Every single episode, Logan, Jessica, and Rem the android would roll around in their futuristic solar craft, stumble into another strange community, and fix another strange problem. Then they'd leave and do the same thing next week. Sound familiar? It became less Logan's Run and more Star Trek on a shoestring budget. And then things got completely bonkers. In one episode, they get abducted by aliens. Aliens in Logan's Run. Then they meet a time traveller from the future, who decides the future isn't worth it, so he just goes back home. Right, okay. Then we get to one of the strangest episodes of the lot, Night Visitors. The solar craft breaks down, they find a Victorian mansion, and inside, devil-worshipping ghosts trying to sacrifice Jessica. I'm sorry, what? This is supposed to be the same show about a totalitarian city killing people at 30. Who thought ghosts belonged in this story? By this point, it felt like the writers just opened a cupboard, grabbed random scripts, and hoped nobody would notice. Now yes, the arrival of Star Wars didn't help. TV budgets suddenly looked tiny compared to blockbuster cinema, but I don't think that's what killed Logan's Run. I think it was something else. Nobody trusted the original premise. Instead of exploring life inside this fascinating police state, they just kept inventing distractions. Aliens, ghosts, time travel, random settlements every single week. Sometimes TV doesn't fail because the idea was bad, it fails because nobody trusted the idea in the first place. If Hollywood ever decides to reboot Logan's Run, I'd make it much simpler. Most citizens are completely law-abiding. They generally believe the system works. They've accepted the carousel their entire lives. The only real trouble comes from small underground groups scattered throughout the city. People rejecting the state's perfect lifestyle, questioning authority, thinking for themselves. The Sandmen don't arrest them, they don't get a trial, they're simply exterminated immediately. Now imagine this, Logan is one of the city's best Sandmen. During a raid, he discovers the woman he's secretly seeing is one of those rebels. Another Sandman raises his weapon. Without thinking, Logan shoots his own team to save her. His best friend survives, badly injured, and now becomes the man hunting them both. Suddenly, this isn't just about escaping a city, it's about betrayal, friendship, loyalty, freedom, and surviving long enough to discover whether there's actually anything beyond those domes. For me, that's a much stronger story. So, what do you think? Have you ever watched the Logan's Run television series? Did you enjoy it? Or were you just as confused as I was? And if Hollywood finally makes another Logan's Run, would you stick closer to the original or completely reinvent it? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip back into another forgotten slice of science fiction, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.